my name is Angel and welcome back to my channel. It is warming up outside, flowers are blooming, so many pretty colors out in nature, and that's inspired today's video. I want to talk about some very pretty books with you all. I have some recent additions to my collection that I love. A lot of these are classics because you can get so many beautiful editions of those. I cannot wait to share these all with you. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I hope you enjoy. Let's dive right in. Alright, so first on this list is Dracula by Bram Stoker. This one is a Puffins classic, so you can still get this one. It's cloth bound and it is so beautiful. I love the moon. There's blue detailing that shines in the light. That's so gorgeous. See it there? Oh my goodness. And it gives snow globe vibes, and I love snow globes. I used to collect them, so this cover, once I saw it, I had to have it. It also has a ribbon bookmark, which is so helpful, and the end papers are bats in the color red, which is so fitting, and I just love it so much. It's also short, so easy to carry for how thick it is. You know, Dracula is a big book. And I love this edition so much. So beautiful to me and so happy to have it. Then we have the most recent edition of Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clark. I believe this was released to celebrate the 20th, or this edition was published in 2024 as the 20th anniversary edition. I haven't read this yet, but I'm so happy they released this. Part of the reason why I didn't have a physical copy before, well actually that's a lie, I had the mass market paperback copy, and this is obviously a chunky book. I never picked it up just because it was so big as a mass market paperback and the font was so small, and then the other edition they had was a pretty big paperback and I just never picked it up. So once I saw they were releasing this, I immediately added it to my cart, and I'm so happy to read it. It's going to be a lot easier, I feel like, to read in this copy, and it is so beautiful. I love how the texture is soft and the cover has movement. And then under the dust jacket, it is this beautiful green, like a seafoam green, or actually I don't know what you would call that, but it is so beautiful. Along with the end papers here that say Jonathan Strange on the front. And then the back, you guessed it, Mr. Norrell. This next one was recently gifted to me by my spouse for our wedding anniversary. It is the Folio Society edition of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. This is the slipcase. I forgot what word I was trying to say there. This is a slipcase. It fits beautifully in it. And I know I said this video is to show off very pretty books, but this is a pretty book to me. It's beautifully bound, so even though the cover and the illustrations are haunting, as they should be for this work, if you can get this and you love this story, I highly recommend that you do so. It is so beautifully bound, even how it came packaged. This is my first book from the Folio Society, by the way, so I was just very in love with the whole process. That they even tell you who packaged your book, and it's just so thoughtful and makes the whole experience so great. I love it. Illustrations on the inside, so beautiful, which are done by Angie Hoffmeister. There is an introduction by Joyce Carol Oates in this edition. So beautiful. So happy to have this. I love it so much, and this replaces the movie tie-in cover, a mass market paperback that I had. I've already given that to my sister, who enjoys this story and wanted to reread it, and because now I have this beautiful edition, I don't need any others. Very happy about that. course, I have to mention an edition of The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This one also has a slipcase and it's textured. I love this dark green with the yellow. So beautiful. Look at that. Gold foiling around with, like, I don't know, like polka dots green all around the edges there. And it's just a really good size as well. Very readable. The font, obviously there's the illustrations in them, but they are in, I'll show you, let me find one. They have a greenish tint to match this edition, which I really love. I love how the chapters, everything like that is green as well. It really ties in the edition, makes it cohesive and very thought through. Very lovely. And I believe this is still available to purchase. Actually, I believe every one that I've shown you so far and will show you except for one, and I'll let you know which one that is available to purchase still. I love these books by Harper Muse where it's a painting and it's textured, it's beautiful. The colors, they have them for several different classics. They release them, I believe, in collections of 3 for you to purchase, and this is the only one I own so far. Of course, it's Persuasion by Jane Austen because this is my favorite work by Jane Austen. I was surprised by how much I loved it when I read it for the first time. So I got this copy, and to this day, it's my favorite edition of Persuasion. The painting itself is gorgeous. Touching the book is just, I don't know how else to, there's no other word for it that I can think of besides satisfying to just hold the book. And of course we've got a ship back here along with a quote, "When pain is over, the remembrance of it often becomes a pleasure." Gilded edges. And then you can write your name there. This painted edition belongs to, which I haven't done, I don't know if I will. The font size is big and I love it. So many times in classics the font is so small that it's hard to read. And I love that the pages are thick, easy to flip through. It's not super thin paper that you worry you're going to rip each time you turn the page. And it does have a beautiful bright blue ribbon bookmark. Let's see how gorgeous, along with pages. It has a quote. So beautiful. I love it. Everything in this one ties together too, where the chapters, the top where it says Jane Austen and Persuasion, all in this beautiful blue. And the back, it says here, original cover painting by Lacey Fowler. I love it. I love this one so much. Then lastly, this is my most recent addition, and this is the only one that I don't believe you can purchase because this is through Illumicrate, and well, I pre-ordered it. I'm not sure if they have extra, like how Fairy Loot does their little fairy trove where the general public can go in and buy extras. Not sure if that is available or not. I pre-ordered this several months ago, and I honestly thought I wasn't going to get the book. Like, it just kept going on and on and on. There were several delays. Of course, I did pre-order it, but I pre-ordered it to be released, I believe, in that fall or something of 2025. That didn't happen. Delays. And anyway, finally got it. And like I said, this is through Illumicrate. This was my first book that I pre-ordered through their website, and it is beautiful. This is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I have read and loved Outlander. I haven't read the whole series. I dropped off at the 3rd book, I believe, at Voyager. So I need to go back and read it. I will at this point have to start from the beginning. But I definitely want to continue the series. When I got the notification for this edition, I definitely wanted it in my collection. So let's take a look. Again, this is the slipcover, very beautiful. And then here's the book. And I have never seen a book like this before where it's split in the middle. Obviously that ties into the book where she travels back in time in Scotland. It's just a very beautiful cloth. The gold, love it. And these are the edges, the sprayed edges. Oh, sorry, it's probably better to look at it that way. It really does drop off. It's hollow here. That is my only concern, is how fragile it is. It definitely feels fragile. There's not really backing, so that is a concern, but I got this just because it was so beautiful, so I understand that. We'll be taking care of that. I do have another edition of Outlander that I find so beautiful, the 20th anniversary edition, which is a beautiful red, so I'll likely reread from that. Well, actually, I take that back. This edition has annotations by the author, so I may need to read from this and just be extra careful with the cover, so I'll keep that in mind. But look at this beautiful art on the inside. Signed by the author. Love. And it's got the author's annotations in it, which is going to be so fun to flip through. Really excited for that. There are also illustrations in the book. A ribbon, a black ribbon bookmark, always nice to have. And then this is what's on the back. How beautiful is that? I'm so sorry. Is Litjoy? This is Litjoy Special Edition. I was saying Illumicrate, right? I think that's something else. I'm sorry. Is Litjoy and Illumicrate the same thing? Let me. My phone. I'm going to Google that because I would feel terrible if I was just saying the wrong thing the entire time. So sorry, this is Litjoy. This is not Illumicrate. So this is Litjoy. This is my first time ordering from Litjoy. So this is a Litjoy Special Edition, and I think it is so beautifully done. They did keep me aware of delays. It's just that it took a very long time. So I likely won't order again unless it's a book that I really, really want and am willing to wait that long for. Sorry about that. I haven't ordered from Illumicrate. I can't speak on them. I don't know. But this is a beautiful edition, and I'm very, very happy to have it from Litjoy. Those are the books that I wanted to show you today. I love them all so much. A part of being a reader is to surround yourself with the books that you love, that make you happy, that bring joy to your home. And I am so happy to have these. I love them so, so much. I hope you enjoyed this little chatty video. I'd love to hear about some pretty books that you own and love or would like to add to your collection. Drop a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!